that was present on her cheeks and lips, while the most exquisite gold and jewelry set was adorning her. She's Nefertari, the queen, the loveliest of all.
Seven decades on the throne. Queen Elizabeth II. She died just 11 days ago on the 8th of September 2022. But the whole world is going to be focusing on what's going to happen in London today. The official state funeral for the Queen. Despite the fact that thousands, if not millions, of British people were keen to queue and to have a glimpse on her coffin. But today it's going to be the climax, the peaks of the whole story. To say goodbye to the Queen is very emotional, and in the same time to say God save the King, the new King, Charles III, despite the fact that he turned 73, but he is going to start a new era in his life and a new era in his country. Well, to shed more light on this, as we are going to dedicate the remaining part of our episode, and also we are going to follow minute by minute the processions and the procedures and what's going to take place in the British capital, we are very much delighted now to have with us via phone Professor Mohamed Abdel, Professor of Political Science, as we are going to continue with analyzing the whole image and to speak more and more about the late Queen. Professor Abdel, a very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning for you and for all. Thank
Sir, as we all are watching, world leaders are flooding to London to participate, to share, to express their condolences, and in the same time to wish the new king the best of luck. First, how do you see the whole image? I mean, is it going to be another era or another chapter of mutual relations between Britain and the whole world, with King Charles being the new monarch?
Actually, today we are going to watching the Queen's funeral on the which will be one of the biggest gathering of royalty and politicians hosting by UK for this decade. And mostly of leaders and like representing by most of the countries over the world would be represented today on this funeral term. Actually, we were not we will not really have mostly changes coming by monarchy system or regime. Okay, for UK with another country is a little bit weird because as we will know the parliamentary regime for the UK depends on mostly was the branch of come by Prime Minister of UK as of Tracy today as the representative of UK and one of the simple presenting by the really royal family and the representing right now by King Charles of UK. Maybe going to try have a friendly relations with other countries by the world relation with UK, but will not be with a massive or actually a significant changes for the UK relationship with other countries all over the world. One of those specifically Egypt, sure.
Yeah. Of course, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was keen to express his condolences to King Charles, and as we speak, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli is in London on behalf of the President to also express condolences, to participate and to share in the state funeral, and also to wish the King the best of luck. With a panoramic view, how do you see the British-Egyptian relations?
As we all noticed, Egypt is starting the new era for foreign relations with all countries after 2014, with respect for mostly of all countries all over the world. One of those European countries and Western countries, especially with UK, and as well as we really figure out the base attention and respect for UK by sending condolences by Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, which held on and the first phone call with the UK's King Charles since his coronation after the death of Queen Elizabeth last 8th of September.
Yeah.
And actually, there's participating by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli today in behalf of Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for this funeral, representing, the King of Egypt to be existing in one of, as well as we just mentioned, one of the, event which is gathering by a lot of leaders and representing by all countries over the world. As we all know that the Egyptian Britain relations with the long term of a different aspect of relation for both of the countries, because we know the great military cooperation between Egypt and Britain for purchasing the mining equipment and removing miners and different coasts of Egypt, and after the Second World War, and there is different kind of maneuvering and just training for the branch of military relation between Egypt and UK. And the Egyptian government too, actually has an important partnership with Britain in the region, actually against different kind of that threats to the region like ISIS, and as we know, there's different kind of announcement time by David Conner, the head of the International Organization of British Foreign Office, which stated that Egypt opted in a membership in Security Council before since 4 years, is a kind of mutual relation and supporting the relation between Egypt and Britain for or against their tourism, as a kind of tourism war, okay, in this time. In addition, as well as that Egypt, has a value of trade exchange and investment with UK, and the value of trade exchange by Egypt and UK, which reached last year about $1.4 million, and that it's representing the depth of relation between both of the countries, and as well as we have different kind of projects and within different kind of fields and services
And we wish that the Egyptian-UK relations are going to witness more cooperation and more coordination for the best interest of the two people, sir. But let's, if you permit me, dive a little bit more into the processions and into the image there. You know, after the death of the Queen, of course, King Charles automatically he became king, he became the king, or he became King Charles III. But to start his reign officially, it's going to take months, if even more than that. Queen Elizabeth herself was chosen as the queen in 1952, but she started her reign officially after more than a year in 1953. If you please give us an idea, why all this time?
Because, you know, just it's a part of the monarchical regime instructions. They're coming by, you know, how to representing the new king or queen for the system to adapt with different kind of structures. And in addition for that, it's a kind of procedures coming to be acceptable for the presenting here as a Queen Elizabeth before and right now with King Charles. So it's kind of procedures as well as when it's really stopped, he's representing and is officially working for the royal family of their shore.
Yeah. Sir, also so many people were watching King Charles in his very first official televised address as a king, speaking emotionally about his mother and his father, and also about his sons, and to have Prince William and Prince Harry together, I think for the very first time after such a long time, and after the incidents or the events which took place, and expressing love for both of them from the king. This is something which said, or sending messages that tomorrow is going to be a different day, some things are going to change with the new era, or this is just some emotional words, and temporarily they were said, but nothing is going to change regarding the two brothers.
Basically, it's a part of, you know, emotionally time for the royal family, all of members of the family actually, and we cannot really expect any changes because really haven't, because as well as we just mentioned, they have instructions and they have like rules. They cannot really change it. Even that after even just they have like a sort of or morning time like that right now. They cannot really change anything later on, so I cannot expect something like that, but it would happen for changes with the royal family.
Let's wait and see, and thank you very much for your input, sir. You're always an added value to our programs. We were very much delighted to have with us Dr. Mohamed Abdel, Professor of Political Science, Helwan University. And by this we come to the end of our episode of our breakfast show today, which was totally dedicated to Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, and we are going to follow minute by minute the processions of the funeral, which is taking place in London, and already it started with thousands of people who were there to participate, to share, to pay their condolences, and also to have a glimpse even on the coffin. Well, my name is Nermeen Abdurrahman, and I had all the pleasure to have with me my dear colleague and friend Amal Mukhtar. But stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates, and for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. We are going to follow minute by minute all what's going to take place in London. Stay tuned, and many thanks for watching.